catch my fade. You can't kill the sun, you can't dull the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade. Saying raw on the mic like I just pulled a grenade. My thoughts is on spade and my tongue is a blade. I should probably be in jail for all the rappers I slay. I spit so nasty, make my tooth decay. I make you put your hands up like they do in a raid. My recitals vital, spitting verses for the street Bible. Yo, shit is on idle. Sucking MCs is my rival, and I'm liable to retire you. I admire you cause you trying to, but you lying, dude. You ain't with them guns and you ain't sliding through. Nobody's trying to whack you, nobody's hiding from you. So here's some advice, you're not nice, your rhymes suck. Get your boy back the track and turn minds up. Then come catch this fade with the razor blade line up. Who's up next? Next up, you bet me. I'm up.
You can't kill the shine, you can't dull the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't dull the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't dull the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't dull the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade. Catch my fade.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl RawNe, and you are tuning in to RawNe Hour on Sunday. We got Tyke in the building today.
Yo.
He is our local hip hop artist. What's up, Tyke?
Man, oh man, came out here to put on a nice little show with RawNe. Hope everybody enjoys this. Got some important stuff to lay on y'all, so I hope y'all ready to listen.
That's what's up. You guys just got through hearing one track in rotation, and that was 209 Shine by yours truly, RawNe, featuring Sam Raw, and that beat was made by DJ Caution out of Future Octave out here. All local artists, local producers, and local engineers on everything. 209 Shine, I think we were out in St. Louis. Maybe we got it mixed down out there. So as Suburban Pro Studios, I believe. So that's what's up. So shout out to them. Yeah, so we're just opening up. We are coming into the studio today because, you know, everybody's got busy lives and stuff, you know. It's what works for us all. But Tyke, if you guys haven't met Tyke, or if you haven't been to any events where Tyke is performing, he's been performing at Word of Mouth at the Sanctuary 209. He has been at the Function, I believe. He has been in other events where he's out, he's circulating. He is really giving you guys a good show, and his performance is improving every time. So, Tyke, are you from Stockton?
I'm actually not from Stockton.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fremont. Grew up out there, born and raised Fremont. Stayed out mostly in the East Bay. I went to high school in Hayward. And right after graduation, I was like, you know what, I got to figure out what to do with this college stuff. So I went out to Pacific, spent my 4 years there, put in my time, got a degree. But the whole time I was there, you know, I was dibbling and dabbling with music, but I wasn't really committed because I was trying to balance the two, you know, school, full-time school, working some part-time jobs on the side, and rap. It's a really difficult thing to balance all three of. So I kind of put the rap stuff on the back burner, but right after graduation, I started realizing, you know, maybe I do have more time, you know, maybe I can invest a lot more. And, you know, working full-time, I also have the availability to be able to go in and pay for studio time, pay for beats, pay for leases on stuff, be able to really put in a serious effort, because the quality of the stuff that I was putting out, even recently, a lot of the free music that I put out on SoundCloud, it hasn't been to the caliber that I wanted it to be, because I've been working on a lot of stuff more recently that sounds a lot different from what I did 6 months ago. So it's all been a very big series of progression. It's been a lot of development on my side, but I've come up to Stockton, kind of put my roots down here a little bit. You know, I've spent a lot of time here. I've developed some good friendships with people, and you know, I want to show out for everybody. I want to show everybody what I got. So
that's what's up. So the Fremont area code is
510.
The 510.
Oh, yes.
So the 510 and the 209 represent, right?
Oh yeah.
All day.
Oh yeah.
All day. So and then, you know, coming through, you're okay. So you went to Pacific. Where'd you get your degree in?
I actually got my degree in engineering management.
Engineering management. Engineering, what kind of engineering?
Civil engineering.
Okay.
So they made it real broad. They had us come in. There was a program for just about anybody that was doing engineering. So I saw a lot of mechanical engineers, a lot of electrical engineers, a couple biomed. They came in. Everybody basically learned the same stuff. but the application was project management, which was basically making sure that you can put together any type of project,
On a
whether that be
budget,
construction, construction, medical, whatever, on a budget, on schedule, and make sure that the product that you give is something that the client really does want, because that's another big
piece of the puzzle.
big problem.
Yes.
Is sometimes that
like, don't say yes to something you don't want, because I'm not going to turn around and have to get this project done, and then you want to try to change it in the middle. No, it's done, yo.
Yeah.
So yes. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Those are fun. Those are fun projects, I'm sure. But now working with music, you kind of pushed and put your energy into all of that. And so I first saw you, but you work among many people that I know. Okay, so for example, I'm just going to shout out, you got Inborn Native, so with Good Face and Devious.
Oh, yes.
So let's start there.
Man, it actually goes back to college. I met Goodface first day of orientation. I met
UOP?
him at UOP.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so we hit it off like immediately. My homie that I came here with, I knew him. I didn't grow up with him that much. I spent 4 or 5 years in high school and outside of it with him. But we moved in together at Pacific, and he didn't make it past his first year, unfortunately. But I had to start looking for roommates.
Okay.
And I knew Rudy. I knew Goodface, so I figured, you know what, this guy's cool. This guy seems to know what's going on. I moved in with him. We shared a space for about, 6-7 months, and then he got an opportunity to go to his own space. He moved out, but we were like still neighbors.
Okay.
And we were still real close. We were doing a lot of music.
Did you do music at the school?
I didn't do music at the school. Rudy did. He was
Okay.
a lot more invested in getting to know those people over there.
Okay.
I was otherwise
Engineering.
focused.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yes.
So unfortunately, I didn't really.
But
have,
fortunately.
But fortunately, yes. But fortunately, I did have the opportunity to develop one relationship with Rudy, and so that really helped me catapult kind of
What you're doing.
my image, my music, the critique. Everything that he gave to me in terms of all of his effort, all of his opinions, it really made a big difference, because
So with that,
he added to what I was given.
Which he has helped with so many. He's brought quite a few people here also for more exposure as well.
Yeah.
So he's a big advocate for a lot of the artists in the area, which I do appreciate as well. I've noticed that when being in the same circles, I do see him quite a bit. I ended up getting to know Steve Spiffler. And so I really think Steve Spiffler is super awesome. I love the Sanctuary 209 and what it is, what it has to offer, what it's here to help with for so many artists.
Definitely.
And I got to record there as well, so that was pretty awesome. And so he came on, he had his interview, talked about word of mouth. I got to go view and participate in a couple of those. And that's where I saw you. I was absolutely shocked. I have to say, absolutely shocked. And appreciated your delivery. Now that's kind of what caught my attention in the aspect, the artistry that you have. And then it made me pay attention to your lyrics, which is what I like the beat. Yes, the beat will catch. But the delivery, I've noticed, because there's a lot of people that go out and perform, but it's, if the delivery, you're not engaging, then it's kind of like easy to just get lost in the background noise.
True, yeah.
And not participate and watch the performer. And so you actually grasp their attention. You do perform for them, to them, and with them. And so can you talk a little bit about that and what that is for you, as well as the lyrics that you choose to use?
Yeah, so the way that I started rap was actually me segueing from the jerking movement into something that my friends, basically I was doing a lot of the jerking videos, a lot of the dancing with my homies back in high school, and then we kind of moved out of that because everybody grows up, right? But they started looking at rap, and I didn't rap with them at the time. I had started looking at rap with a different friend of mine at the high school I went to, because I didn't really go to the same high school as some of the friends that I made throughout high school. But the ironic part is that we made music kind of in parallel, side by side, but over time we started making music together, and it became a real group effort. We really started to look out for each other in terms of opportunities and trying to help each other grow as artists. And so over time, we started doing a little bit of shows together too. It was around 1920 when we were 19 or 20, so it was about 4 or 5 years ago that we were starting to do shows, but we didn't know many people. and they had recently moved down to LA in hopes that they'd be able to generate a lot more viewership.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because how much competition they had and how little people they knew out there, we weren't really able to do a whole lot out there, but we were able to put on our first show. We put a lot of effort in there, and the one thing I pulled away from that show was that both of my homies said it, and some people from the audience that I had never seen before in my life said it. We were in Beverly Hills. I didn't think anything would come out of it, but I had 2 people go up to me and tell me that I did a really good job. I took that to heart.
Yes.
It was 2 people that really put a lot of focus into what I was doing, especially because we were like the last act. So it showed me that I had a lot to work on, but it showed me that I had a good basis to work off of. So I really love performing for people, no matter what it is. I've done it in presentations throughout college. I like being able to show people that I can organize my thoughts and also present them in a way that really gives character to the words instead of just kind of saying a bunch of stuff like I was reading a book or a script. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with my music delivery, when I perform, with my choice of vocabulary, I've always been very, very serious about education, and I've appreciated intelligence whenever I can find it. So when I have had the opportunity to throw that into my music, I always take it. I'll
True
be
hip-hop
honest.
artist.
Yes,
True
yes.
hip-hop
I try to stay to that.
Keeping that education and the knowledge in the music, because sometimes people will not otherwise be educated.
It's true. I mean, when you listen to different stuff, when you listen to words that you don't know, oftentimes people have, I think, 2 different reactions. They either get a little defensive, they get a little upset that they don't understand what's going on, but I think it always results in the second thing, which is them looking up that word, looking up what that means, and then understanding, really what's going on, because I think communication is key, these days especially.
It is absolutely key. And in every organization, in every leadership circle, in every facet of the world that involves people working with one another and having to move projects and visions in a direction it needs to go, communication is key. And when you are delivering what that message is in your music, yes, you're communicating with the people through your artistry, and so then you bring in your artistry. So where does that all tie into place? So because with it, it's like you can go. Is that me? I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Look at this is like I'm gonna have you guys go live. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but
No problem.
1 second, you guys, because my son, he had his car keys stolen.
Oh.
Yes. You are live on KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 with RawNe. You are calling for my son's vehicle, yes?
Hello?
Yes, you're calling to get the key made for the ignition, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Are you on your way?
Yeah, I will be there in about 10-15 minutes. Just to make sure it show me the place it's storage.
Okay. I will provide your message to my son, and he will call you right back, okay? Thank you for calling.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go because I'm actually in the middle. You're on the radio. You're live on the radio, sir.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Uh-oh. He got stage fright, I think.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, some people just don't understand. I tried to tell him I was going to call him back. That's the message I sent him when it rang the first time. So my apologies.
Oh, no
but this
worries,
is a
no
very
worries.
important phone call that we needed because my son's keys and his phone got stolen.
Oh.
So this is the only piece of communication he does have. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give this message to them in just a second. But I
No
definitely want to let our people know that life happens in every
It does.
moment. I'm so
Always.
sorry to have to take that second away from you guys because Tyke has so much to share with you guys. He's been doing so much, and he has some events and a few promotional pieces that he wants to share. So I'm going to go ahead and give him that time, and I'm going to start getting ready to put up his handles for Facebook, Instagram, and everything else you want to share.
Perfect.
Okay, so your last event that you recently performed at was what, last weekend or? Just
I think the
recently?
last time I performed was with Goodface at Symposium. He had a 30-minute set, and he let me go on for about 7 minutes.
Okay.
I think I did 2 songs. We did Double Up, a feature I have with him on the Ville Raise Me, an album by Mr. Goodface.
Which you guys have heard.
Yes, yes. And then another song called Más o Menos, which is going to be coming up on my album, as well as Invertebrate, which I'm here to talk to you a little bit about. But I'll get to that in a second. Basically, I got a lot of stuff on the way. Right now, I've got the Tell Me music video. If you type Tyke, T-Y-K-E, Tell Me into YouTube, music video will pop up with me right there on the cover. You're going to click on that, and you're going to watch it, and you're going to enjoy it, because I've got a lot of good feedback telling me that it's a really active music video, that it's a really good visual to go with the song, and a lot of people told me they like the song too. It's a song that I do perform, and I do plan on performing it at the Stockton Arts Experience at the Bob Hope Theater, which is an event that I'm going to be headlining September 29th. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Go on to Ticketmaster.com and type in the Stockton Arts Experience, and it'll pop up right there. Go ahead and book your tickets now. It's going to be a very, very active show. I'm going to be bringing on FS Max, as well as my homie Chief Coda from the Bay Area. They're going to be performing a couple of songs that we really put a lot of effort into, and a lot of people have told us it slaps. So, you know, we gotta come correct with those. But this album, 16 songs. Now, a lot of people have told me, Tyke, I haven't heard a whole lot of music by you aside from the stuff I've seen you perform or that I see you post on social media. That's true. I got a lot of stuff that's on SoundCloud. It's a lot of free music, but it's not what's on this album. What I'm going to be doing with this album is taking my sound that I've been working on for the last 7 months to about a year now, and that I've been really honing in on, and I'm going to be putting that out and showing everybody that I've been doing a lot more stuff than what people have expected me to do in the past, because I've been committed to that hip-hop stuff, that real hip-hop music, to the point where I've been under the impression that if I make anything that isn't that real hip-hop music, that people aren't going to listen to it, or people are going to say that I'm fake. I've opened my eyes recently. I've woken up and realized that a lot of people, they say that the influence that I have with that music that I used to do compared to what I have now, it still pulls everything that I take with me to the table with that old hip-hop music, a lot of that content, and I'm still bringing it with me without losing the message, without losing any delivery. So I'm glad that I could put that together for y'all. It's about a 50-minute project.
That's dope.
So
without
you can sit
even
down,
losing
you can
the momentum, that's, yeah.
You can do a lot.
You know, you had
50
fun
minutes.
doing that.
Oh yes.
You know, you had so much fun.
all 50 minutes, and every minute that I spent doing that, every minute I spent in the sanctuary with Steve Spiff, working on every part of those songs. He really helped me create a good product. He gave a lot of solid input. I'd say that the project might not be the same without his hand in it.
They are artists themselves. Every producer is an artist themselves, and that's what they call a collaboration. That's why it's important for people to find artists, to find people who are producers and masters and mixers that they work well with, because you know, you can feel that vibe. You know, like, oh yeah, that works, and what they're going to add to it and or take away from it is what is, you know, you're just like, yeah, you're feeling that vibe. You know, you get it. So that was a great collaboration, good teamwork, and looking forward to it, because seeing what you have on stage, a few songs here and there. It's not the whole 16, but, it's like here and there. It's pretty dope. So I am looking forward to seeing more from you. Definitely. And more collaboration. So you said you did do performances with Goodface Devious recently. True, yeah. And so do you look to the future of, like, who are you going to be performing with upcoming, and then who would you like to work with?
Oh man, upcoming performances. There are a couple performances that are in the works right now. I'm working with one guy for this event. I think it's going to be October 27th. I haven't really gotten a whole lot of the details, but it's going to basically be a Halloween show, and so I'm looking forward to that, as well as a big show that's being put on by Mia Katana. It's going to be in January of 2019. There's going to be a lot of local artists. So those are a couple of shows, but I'm really looking forward to doing more stuff with Goodface. Always a pleasure working with that guy. But at the same time, I really want to branch out. I've got this album that I'm thinking about doing called Showtime in the 209, and I think it's going to be a huge opportunity for me to go out and work with artists that I haven't worked with yet. There are a few people that I've worked with on this album, including Steve Spiff, FS Max, as well as Lil Adrian 1700, Cisco. I've worked with Millie Ponch, and yeah, man, everybody's put in a serious effort. So looking at this project that I'm thinking about putting on, this Showtime in the 209, I really want to put everybody that I've met out here onto that project to show that this hasn't just been me, clocking in every other weekend and just doing this music stuff by myself, because I have met a lot of people that want to get on verses with me, and I'm more than happy. You know, shout out Lil J. I'm definitely gonna hit him up. You know, got a couple other people that definitely are gonna be getting hit up in the near future here, but it's just gonna be a lot of progression, working with a lot of people from the area, because this is a group effort. I think it's a community effort right now. I really do want to try and say, you know, I know Don Quez is really popular right now, but if I could get an opportunity to work with him, I've had a lot of people tell me that he's an artist that sounds pretty similar to what I do in terms of delivery and vocabulary. I've listened to a few of his songs, and I do appreciate what he does. He puts in a serious effort. You know, Lil Dad Dex, I know he's hot right now. He's popping. Who knows? If I could get an opportunity to work with him, that'd be pretty cool. But in terms of just, you know, the people that are also grinding right now, man, I've worked with some of the people that I really wanted to work with from the get-go, but I'm hoping that more people look at me and say, hey, this is somebody that I want to work with too. It's
Have
just a
you
matter of time.
collaborated at all with Mad Spill?
I have not yet.
I can totally see a good fusion with the both of you.
I think I'm going to hit him up
Both
for
of
that
you
show
guys
time in 209.
there's an equality there of energy and vocabulary and delivery.
Definitely.
That I really think that would be a pretty fiery piece put together. So that's my suggestion for one. But I'm sure you're going to have great collaborations with so many people that you know, you have lined up, and that will come into your life and out of your life and down the way. So you never know what that's going to be.
Definitely.
I'm so glad that you're in the area and that you're really pushing who you are and what you do in your craft. Some of the content that you have, what do you speak? What do you find that you speak of most?
So,
or where do you draw that inspiration?
A lot of what I focus on in the past was talking about other people's experiences, you know, just general life stuff, touching on a lot of, you know, hip hop stems from pain or pleasure. You know, a lot of it comes from people's emotion. Lately, I've been kind of using it as an outlet for a lot of the stuff I've been dealing with at work. It's a high stress environment at work. As well as a lot of people kind of being flaky, you know, a lot of fickle attitudes. And so I've used a lot of that, all those experiences, I've used all that energy that I've gathered up from that and really applied it. Yes, kind of, a little bit into this project because, you know, I've noticed that when you use music as an outlet, it really speaks lot more than something that you just kind of showed up to the studio and said, all right, I got a beat and I gotta knock this out in 2 hours. You know what I mean? I've tried to put a lot of serious effort to try and make what I rap about applicable to other people. Right. And a lot of people have told me that it actually does speak to them too. So.
Now, do you work with making your own beats? Or
I don't.
So you get beats from others? I'm the same way. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There are some people who are more involved with their beats than others, and so I just ask because I don't know if you work with that aspect, and then, you know, if you did, it's something maybe other artists would know. So, but yeah, so you're a writer.
Oh yeah, I've tried to work with beats.
That's okay.
I
don't have the patience for the video. You know, some people don't have time for video. I have tons of time for video because I love it.
Yeah.
I don't have time for like just sitting and like putting different sounds together when you got to go through 500 different sounds to find the one that you want, and then if it's not the one that you want, you got to go get another pack to just check another 250 more. I'm good. Just give me the sound that I need. I want to go.
Exactly.
Because really, I just got something to say.
It's true. Especially when you got that idea for a song, it makes making the beat so much harder because it's like, man, I got to do this or I got to do that.
But I know what I want to hear, and if I know somebody who has the ear and they already know where to go, I'm gonna let you do you.
Oh yeah.
Please do you to the max, to the best that you can, because it's gonna be great, you know, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So man, it's so good. So you have these projects coming up. You're releasing. I just posted your link. Tyke, Tell Me, directed by Terran Paper.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It says, tell me something I don't know. Go dumb with Tyke and the team to this instant classic.
Oh, yes.
So that is up there for you guys, for you to check out. So you can't say that you didn't have a link to get to. And then you can continue to follow. He has other videos up that you'll be able to see there. Continue to follow him. Let's go ahead and give him your handles for like whatever social medias you use. Which one do you want me to start with?
You know it's Tyke. Always a special one. That one's my SoundCloud as well as my...
okay, I'm going to do SoundCloud. Hold on, let's do this. SoundCloud.
The U, it's just the letter U.
Okay.
No, it's Tyke.
KNOWITSTYKE.
Correct.
Okay, SoundCloud, and that's
SoundCloud and Instagram for that one.
Okay. SoundCloud and Instagram, or it's Tyke, and then you have Facebook or
I do.
Twitter.
My name's Michael Takella, TACCHELLA.
Oh, let's do that. MICHA.
I tried putting Tyke as my middle name a long time ago, and they seem to have gotten rid of that. It's been a while since I've used Facebook.
Oh, maybe you could try it again, because I had to put
I'm hoping.
RawNe as my middle name so that I could maintain that one. So, okay, so it's Michael TACCHELLA. HELLA.
Like tack hella.
Like T'Challa.
Takella. Like To
To
Kill a
Kill It.
Mockingbird.
To Kill a To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay, To Kill it, like that. But I think of Coachella when I see it.
Yeah, that's true. I did Tyke Coachella as an informal full name, but
nice.
now I've upgraded to Tyke Mac Hella.
Mac
Just to
Hella.
play on my own name a little bit.
Speaking of Mac.
That's
Rest
true.
in
R.I.P.
peace.
Mac.
Rest in peace,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Mac.
Well,
That
yeah.
was devastating news.
I hear so many people are devastated, and I just can't believe it. But see, depression can.
It's serious.
It's you guys think it's a joke, and it's like, don't laugh at it.
Yeah.
People play with people, or and you never know what that is for others. And so, when people don't have many people in their lives, and you become somebody that they actually learned to trust. Don't break that trust. It's
No.
because when people feel like they have nobody in this world to trust, you just never know where they're at with things in their world, and how strong they are or not.
Yeah.
So, but yes, rest in peace. And we got your Facebook, Mike Takella.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Takella Mockingbird. And then that's it. Twitter, anything else?
Twitter is Yike4Tyke. Yike the number 4 Tyke. I don't want to change that to it's Tyke. It used to be it's Tyke, but
Is it
It's
the
too
capital
iconic.
T or lowercase t?
I think it's capital T.
Oh, I'm glad I asked. Yike for Tyke. I got capital Y.
Lowercase.
I see that. Yikes. Okay, lowercase y, lowercase IKE, number 4, capital T, lowercase YKE.
Correct.
$, no.
$, hashtag, ampersand,
yeah.
plus sign.
Underscore, not slash, space twice. Yeah, no, I know these days everything's really interesting. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so your next show, let's just give them your next 2 events where you're going to be at, where they can catch you.
Yeah, definitely going to be that Bob Hope Theater event, the Stockton Arts Experience. It's going to be a
Yeah.
20-minute set that I'm going to be doing with MC Joe 510. That's his handle on Instagram. He's going to be spinning a nice set for me. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to be putting on that set, to be honest with you. It's
That's
a
awesome.
hard choice because of how many songs that I really want to perform at this event. But
Can I give you a suggestion?
Please.
I can? Okay, this is pretty awesome. Okay, so there's one thing that I do that when I want to put multiple songs in a set, but I don't have time for all of them, I call it a mashup. So I'll do a mashup, and what I'll do is I'll take a verse from one, and I'll drop it into another beat for the next, and then I'll do a verse from another one, and then I'll drop it into a beat for another song, so if I want to do multiple songs that I can't, but I'll just get at least 3 songs in there on
Yeah.
top of another 3 that I could perform. And so
True.
that one verse from each one, that little mashup,
Yeah.
is one song, and then it becomes 4 songs, but then they got 6 songs kind of thing.
True.
So just a suggestion. It's kind of fun if you have a good DJ
Yeah.
who can mix well and carry. Yeah, like it's a really good way to like slap it down and to
Definitely.
bring out that performance. So just a suggestion. Okay, well, that's our time. We give you guys a good half an hour of everything that you got to get going. But please go to not only are you going to have so much music, like you're just going to have an array of music when you go to this event over at the Bob Hope Theater, but for some real good hip-hop, a good performance. Tyke is definitely a hip-hop artist that you want to get to know. Right now, before he's like seriously on the go, he's on tour, he's not going to be here, is a great time to get to meet him, know him, and let him know that you support him, you're his fan, that you want to see him grow, that you're rocking with him wherever he goes, you know, and just show him the love, man. Show him the love. 510 to the 209. You know, we got it out here thick like that from the Valley rally to the beat all day, every day.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, you know, we're not even playing. We're coming through. We're shaking ground. We're like making network strong all through this place. So, you know what it is. You know it's Tyke.
You know it's Tyke.
You know it's Tyke.
And remember, Child's Play album, September 13th. Put it on your calendar.
That's what's up. Okay, so any shout-outs, last shout-outs?
Oh, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, Sirius P, Abby James, Mr. Goodface. Shout-outs, Lobo to God. Shout-outs, man, Millie Ponch, Lil Adrian 1700, Steve Spiff, FS Max. I'm saying too many words. Lil J. Man, the whole YSN team, man. Shout out TYB gang, you know, shout out Chief Coda, Heem Chase Bands, those my brothers right there. Man, shout out Mad Spill, everybody, man, everybody that I've met. If I didn't say your name, you know who it is. You know that I respect you. So, shout outs, man.
That's what it is, y'all. Peace. You guys have a great Sunday.